My name is Ylva Engman and I'm an artist from Sweden. I hope to give you inspiration from my life, give you tips and tricks how you can learn more about painting and live a more creative life. I like to start my day with a cup of coffee. In 2020, I quit my job as an economist. Since then, I have been painting every day. Today, I live as a full-time artist. I have exhibitions, I do commissions, and I have courses in painting as well. This is my absolute favorite of bread. It's very easy to make, and I used to bake it every week. It's the kind of bread where you can throw in a little of what you have at home, like raisins, seeds and nuts. We live very close to the lake. It's just a short walk. I love the water. It gives me so much energy. These are beehives standing on our land.
I am filming all the bees right now, but they are rather friendly.
It has been a very long and cold and very snowy winter here in the north. This summer is especially longed for. It's so wonderful with water. It brings peace to body and soul. Can you see all the bees on the ground? They come here to drink. I have to be careful not to step on any. This is our own beach. Here we don't have to crowd with others. I like to go here by myself, listen to the waves and the birds chirping, dip my feet in the water. It's so wonderful with all the beautiful flowers everywhere. All the different of kinds of flower, they blooms for a short period of time. Then it's time for the next one to bloom. You kind of want to stop the time. I decided to pick a summer bouquet. Peonies are so beautiful and they smell so good. Someday I will make a painting of peonies. I don't know if I will make it in oil or watercolor. Buttercups makes me remember when I was a little girl. Then I sang a song in the church at the school graduation, all by myself, and that was about buttercups. Nature really helps me to recover. I have quite a lot of stress in my life. I'm a mother of children with MPF, autism and ADHD. So, everyday life can be a real struggle to pull together. We got to solve a lot of conflicts and deal with many difficult situations. Therefore, this life as an artist suits me very well, because it's so flexible and I can work when I want and I have the energy. Art has really been my salvation. I don't think I could have coped without it. Look, what a beautiful bouquet! We live on the countryside and we have 3 cats, 1 rooster, 12 hens and 9 chickens. This is our oldest cat, Caesar. It has rained last night and there's a lots of water drops on the flowers. I'm very fascinated by water drops and often use them in my paintings. Once I even taught the participants of the watercolor cafe this spring how to paint them.
The smell is amazing.
Jasmine flowers, they smell so lovely.
Now I'm on a walk in the forest where I live. I used to take these walks for inspiration for my paintings, and I just love to be in the nature. And now it smells so good. It was raining this night, so today it smells extra good.
This forest is magical, with birches and spruces. If there are fairies, they surely live here. When I go for a walk, I rarely go on roads. I usually prefer to go into the forest. I don't usually have a plan for where I'm going. I just go where I feel like. Today, I feel like going here. I photograph a lot and I'm constantly looking for views or other things that inspire me for paintings. Since I was a child, I have strung wild strawberries on straws. It is actually very practical, then you can carry them with you. I often think about how I can develop as an artist. And my sketchbook is really my best friend. There I can practice without demands. I get so many great ideas all the time that I want to realize about things to paint and so on. Hello, little friend. Watch up so no one steps on you. I usually paint something every day, often in my sketchbook. I actually have quite a few sketchbooks. I start by sketching out a cow, then I fill in the outlines with a black waterproof ink pen. After, I cover it with watercolor. And this is a very good warm-up exercise for painting. I used to get up extra early in the morning, before the children wake up, to have a little time for myself. Then I take the opportunity to paint a page in my sketchbook. It starts the creativity for the day. If you don't already, maybe you should give it a try. If you want to get better at sketching and painting, I can highly recommend a sketchbook. It doesn't matter what you paint. Every time you put a pen or brush to the paper, you develop. It doesn't matter if it's just a circle. The last thing I do is to sign my painting, even if it's only a sketch in my sketchbook. I have ordered a graphic cradle to put my paintings in. I can also take it to exhibitions and have my art prints in it. In another video later on, I will give you a tour of my studio. Here I have all sorts of different kinds of medium, like watercolors, oils, acrylics, pastels and much more. There is so much packaging that needs to be removed. First, I just have to assemble it. Instruction manuals are really not my cup of tea. And so many pieces to put together, in right place. Okay, Ylva, focus. Take a deep breath and try to concentrate on what it says in the instructions. After a bit of trial and error, I usually manage my task, like in this case, putting together a graphic cradle. It actually went really well. When I'm done, I will go to a cafe where my paintings are. Come on and join me.
Nothing can stop me now, I feel alive. High over that mountain where the wind is calling me, leaving all my fears behind.
These are some of our newly hatched chicken. A friend asked me if I would consider making a birthday card for her friend's birthday, and of course I could do that. When I paint in watercolor, I always use artshop. It's my absolute favorite paper to use. It's made of 100% cotton, and that's the very best for watercolor. As you can see, I have masked a small box with tape. I want to save the surface without color to write the name of the person to be celebrated. I also mask the edge of the paper, partly so the sheet is still, but also to create nice white edges. I have very loosely sketched out flowers such as lavender, daisies and buttercups. I start by masking part of the painting that I want to protect. I make a small little color chart of which colors I will be using. You never know if you will be interrupted. And the risk is always that you forgot which colors you used if it takes a day or two before you can complete your painting. The best is to use as few colors as possible to make the painting look as harmonious as possible. I prefer to mix the colors I can. For example, I rarely use a finished green color. I prefer to mix it from blue and yellow. Here's some flowers for inspiration. And here are the brushes I plan to use. I wet the whole sheet with this goat hair brush that holds a lot of water. I do the background in wet on wet technique. In wet on wet, I paint the background. What is out of focus? There are no details but more diffuse objects, like a hint of something. I also splash some colors over to get a little more interesting background. I increase the color intensity of the flowers a little. Here you can see me removing the masking fluid. Now that the masking fluid is gone and the painting is totally dried, it's finally time to do the details, the fun part, painting the flowers, the focal object of the painting. I remove the tape for the name box and prepare to write the name. I want the name to be written straight, so I loosely sketch out a guideline that can help me with this. I later on will erase the guideline. Now it's time to write the name, in this case Johanna. I spruce up the name box a bit with yellow color that fades towards the middle of the box. It gives a nice effect. It is always so satisfying to remove the tape. Look how nice it becomes. I think it turned out really nice. Happy birthday, Johanna! Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you got some inspiration from my life as an artist. It would mean a lot to me if you could consider of liking this video and subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video shortly. Bye bye!